Hey guys, Antonio here. In this video, we're going to talk about solving linear equations, solving addition and subtraction linear equations. So I'm going to start with the simple equation to get you started. So let's go. So all right, now we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of drawing. Give me 1 second. All right. So say you have the equation. I need to refresh the page in order to connect. All right, so say you have the simple equation x plus 5 equals 7, right? So you want to solve for x. That's our whole point. So you want your equation to end up looking like x equals something. So how do we do that? So first of all, whenever you have an equation, there's an equal sign. So that means whatever's on the left side of the equal sign equals to whatever's on the right side of the equal sign. So you want to always keep that in mind when you're performing your equation. So if I say 6 equals 6, whatever I do to the left side, I also have to do to the right side in order to make sure that the equation continues to equal each other on both sides. So if I add a 1 on the left side, I need to add a 1 on the right side. So we have 6 plus 1 equals 7, and 6 plus 1 equals 7. So you have 7 equals 7. Also, if I subtract 1 on both sides, I need to subtract 1 on the other side. So 7 minus 1 is 6. 7 minus 1 is 6. Get the idea? So here we come over here. So remember, visually, we want to say x equals. We're solving for x. So we have a plus 5 here. In order to get rid of this 5, we need to do what they call the opposite of what the sign is. So this is plus 5. In order to get rid of it, we're going to do a minus 5. So remember, like I said, we need to do that to both sides in order to keep the equation equal. So we have x plus 5 minus 5. These cancel out. 5 minus 5 is 0. So you have x plus 0 equals 7 minus 5. X plus 0 is just x. So you on this side, so you have x equals 7 minus 5, which is 2. So your answer is x equals 2. That's what you were going for. Let's see, make sure that I can put that here. So now what you want to do is you need to check your answer. You want to know how to, let me make sure that this is correct. So you plug in your 2 to your equation. So you have 2 plus 5 equals 7. So 2 plus 5 does equal 7 on the left side, and you have 7 on the right. So that's correct. That's how you know that you're correct. So that's a simple equation, linear equation. So let's try subtraction. Let's see how that works. All right, say we have x minus 3. Let's try that again. Let me erase that and make that look better. So we have x minus 3 equals 7. So we want to solve for x. We want our equation to end up looking like x equals something. So we want to get this x by itself. So this is a minus 3. So in order to get rid of this 3, we need to add 3. And we're going to do it to both sides because we got to keep the equation the same. So add 3 to both sides. X minus 3 plus 3 is 0. So you have x plus 0 equals 7 minus 3. So x plus 0 equals x, and 7 minus 3 equals 4. Your answer is x equals 4. And one thing I want to also keep in mind. So you see, whenever we do these problems, I'm writing the problem down. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to make sure you write the problem down. One of the problems that I see with students today, and it's because we're going to online and a lot of their textbooks are online now, A lot of their worksheets are online. If you're just staring at a problem, it's kind of difficult to connect with that problem unless you write it down. So that's one of the great ways that you will be able to do the problem is just by writing it down. I know that sounds simple, but you want to be able to connect with the problem by using a pencil and some paper. Even if you see it on the screen, don't just look at it, write it down. So again, when you do this problem, you're going to do x minus 3 equals 7. Remember, write it down. All right. So we did addition, we did subtraction. Let's do one more just to make sure that you guys understand. So you can also use another variable. You could say x plus 10 equals negative 17. Let's try it with a negative number. And we've got y variable. So what we need to do to both sides, we want to get the y by itself. Remember, we're solving for y. So visually, you want your equation to say y equals whatever number. So I need to get this y by itself. It has a plus 10 attached to it. So how do I get rid of that? I'm going to minus 10. Remember, I'm going to minus 10 on both sides in order to keep the equation equal. So now we have y plus 10 minus 10. 10 minus 10 is 0. So you have y plus 0 equals. So now you have minus 17 minus 10. So when you're dealing with negative numbers, adding negative numbers, you're going to keep the negative, and then you just add the numbers. 17 plus 10 is 27. Right, so now we have y plus 0 equals 0, so y just equals negative 27. That's your answer. So now you want to go back and check. This is a great way. You need to check your work to make sure that you got it right. So you're just going to plug in y back into your equation. So you have negative 27 plus 10 equals negative 17. So if I say negative 27 plus 10, both know these are opposing signs, so you're going to have to subtract in this situation. So 2 minus 1 is 1. 7 minus 0 is still 7. Whenever you're adding and subtracting negative numbers, you look at which number is the biggest, and that's the sign you're going to go with. So you have the 27, which is bigger, and it's the negative sign. So now you're going to put a negative 17 here. So now negative 27 plus 10 equals negative 17. So you have negative 17 equals negative 17. So you were right. Your answer is y equals negative 27. So I hope that helps. We're going to continue to build on each equation, and I'll see you in the next video. All right.